general, Kenny, is there a frustration for a manager when you're bringing in players that within the window you might lose one or two, or bids might come in for,
movement?
Unwelcome.
Movement is part and parcel of football. I wouldn't have been here if there was no transfers in football. I started off at Celtic. There's many people who have started off at clubs and moved on. And certainly if Kevin hadn't gone, maybe I wouldn't have been here either. So it's not been any different, is it? Throughout the history of football, as people moved on and people come in. But the one most important thing that we all must remember, in case it slipped our mind, is this club's much more important and bigger than anybody. And I'll never forget that. And anybody that does has been a wee bit irresponsible and stupid, I think, because the club is more important than any one individual. And it doesn't matter who it is, who's been through this club previously, or who's going to go through it in the future. The club is the club.
Kenny, if you look at the wider, whatever happens today, once and loads of people go in, people staying, do you think the balance of power has tilted too much in favour of footballers now with freedom of contract and get-out clauses, and maybe the fans are being shortchanged in on this?
I don't know how. I mean, the fans always feel as if they're shortchanged when somebody gets sold for the club. And when somebody comes into the club, that set of fans never feel as if they're shortchanged. Movement is part and parcel of football. I don't think anybody's trying to shortchange anybody. It's just part and parcel of football, isn't it? There's people that can buy players, there's people that can afford them. There's people that can move on, there's people that want to stay. I think transfers will always be there in football. I think it would be better for everybody if there was a more even share of responsibility and power. I mean, before, in years gone by, it was the clubs that had all the power. Now it's gone a wee bit towards the players. I think they're probably more powerful than the clubs can be. But if someone's under contract, you're looking at the determination of the people that own the club, that decide what's right and what's wrong, and maybe for financial reasons, maybe for footballing reasons, somebody will move on, but they also have the ability to get them to stay as well.
If you look at the big hitters that have left this club, back to the 70s with Keegan, the 80s, Ian Rush, Michael Owen, Ray Clements, there's been a fear amongst the fan that Liverpool, are losing out there. But I think every time that's happened, Liverpool have actually built a team that's got stronger.
I don't think we've done too badly, have we? Rushy went when? 87? 88? And there's a train of thought amongst the fans of Liverpool that was the greatest ever team that came through, and one of the most attractive ones to watch after that. Rushy enjoyed Italy that much, he came back a year later and made a huge contribution to that. So, as I say, there are players have gone, but by the way, there's an awful lot of players have come in as well that have been fantastic for the football club. And I don't think the club's any different to anybody else. People move, people come. And the most important people at Liverpool Football Club are the people that want to be here.